China has fired rockets towards Taiwan on its second day of military drills around the island it claims as its own. The Defence Ministry in Taipei confirmed Chinese troops carried out live firing exercises on Tuesday. Beijing portrays the drills as a warning to the self-governing territory that it sees as a breakaway province. The exercises come just days after the US approved a record $11 billion in arms sales to Taipei. Taiwan's presidential office called the drills a violation of international norms. All right, we're going to return now to our top story, of course, the news that China has carried out a second day of military drills around Taiwan. And to discuss this further, we're going to go now to Taipei and our correspondent there, Rik Glauert. Rik, great to see you. So tell us more about these drills and what they involve.
Well, China said it's mobilised its Navy, its Army, its Air Force and also its Rocket Force to conduct these exercises which effectively encircle Taiwan, simulating a blockade. They've now gone into their second day. In one sense, they're a rehearsal, they're training, but in the other sense, they're sending a clear message. There's been a lot of social media posts. State media has been saying that this is about sending a stern warning to Taiwan and what it calls separatist forces here. It sees Taiwan as part of its territory. Part of the drills is live fire. So there's been 7 areas encircling Taiwan that have been marked out for no-fly zones, where China this morning has started conducting live fire drills. Some rockets, they said they fired some rockets earlier this morning, and that's been confirmed by Taiwan. They said some of the debris, they've seen it on their side.
Rik, how are these exercises different from exercises that we've seen in the past?
Well, the main 2 differences is the size of the exercises and also the proximity to Taiwan. So there's those 7 zones around Taiwan. That's more than we've seen in similar exercises like this over the last few years. And they're also very close to Taiwan, touching its territorial waters. And that rocket debris that Taiwan's Defence Ministry has reported this morning, they found that within Taiwan's contiguous area, the 24 nautical miles outside of Taiwan. And also the messaging is significantly different in this. There's a lot of messaging coming from Beijing that this is about keeping other people away from Taiwan, deterring access to Taiwan if there was any other people going to come and support Taiwan in the event of a conflict.
And how's Taiwan responding to all of this?
Well, Taiwan has put its military on high alert. We've seen lots of footage of what Taiwan's military has been getting ready for action, scrambling jets, mobilising its soldiers, putting air defence systems out. We've also seen a lot of footage from Taiwan's Coast Guard as it goes out to patrol the waters and confront those Chinese ships that are operating in the area. It's also been a massive transport headache for Taiwan. Taiwan has had to cancel a lot of domestic flights, particularly to the outlying islands. But Taiwan's president has, obviously called out China and asked China to act responsibly, but has said that they're not going to do anything to escalate the situation.
Now, people in Taiwan have seen exercises in the past, but how concerned are people there about a possible major military confrontation?
Well, on the one hand, many people here have lived with this threat, this claim of sovereignty over Taiwan by China all their lives. But there is a sense that things are heating up here. China's aggression, China's action, both around Taiwan but in other areas in this region, including in the South China Sea, has become much more aggressive. Taiwan has been reacting to that. The government has been boosting military spending, but it's also calling on its people to get prepared for conflict. There's been a recent rollout of these defense security handbooks that include what to do if you see enemy soldiers, what to do in the event of an air raid. We see a lot more people wanting to get involved in training for first response, first aid and that sort of thing. So there is a sense here of people that they have a responsibility to play in warding off this Chinese threat.
Great to get that update from you, Rik. DW's Rik Glauert in Taipei. Thank you.